This is the 2019 XCFL Live Rookie Draft Show.
It's my favorite day of the year. Won the Super Bowl, but still found a way to get a decent draft pick. I am so excited.
Oh yeah, it's everybody's favorite time of year. Everybody's hopeful. Everyone, is looking for that next stud to kind of put in position to help their franchise, find some success in this very, very difficult league. We were supposed to be joined by everyone's favorite color analyst, Coach Boone. He, of course, is stuck on the exit again, so he will not be in attendance until maybe later. So we'll keep you updated on that. But Brent, as far as the draft, well, I guess we'll bring in Regan here. We got our resident draft analyst, Ryan Day. Ryan, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here. Sick as a dog, but still happy.
Oh, that's dedication.
I appreciate
it. So
man.
you've been following all the prospects, pretty much all season long, and you kind of have a couple guys you wanted to point out to us before the draft got going here.
Definitely, man. With two major things, this year's draft is really heavy in defense, but no defense of the whole college football regime really did better than Notre Dame this year. Notre Dame's got three guys that could honestly go in the top 15 picks. They have Deshaun Watts, a right outside linebacker, ran an amazing, pretty decent 40, but not that great. But he's pretty athletic, great run stopper. And then you've got the two dynamic duo safeties with Sherrod Harrison and Travis Peterson. These two were like Batman and Robin back there for Notre Dame. Both of these guys right now, Travis Peterson is projected to go after Sherrod Harrison, but personally, I like Travis Peterson better. I think that he's got better intangibles. I think he had a better, just really showed to be have better poise under pressure. Just really a great guy to keep an eye on. The second thing is definitely our most interesting story of the entire draft was Parrish Skinner. Now, Parrish Skinner is a wide receiver out of Oregon. Really kind of a interesting story here. When he was younger, he used to be a big martial arts star. He's actually the guy that OBJ and Sterling Shepard trained with whenever they learned how to punch, helmets on the sideline and kicking nets and stuff. They learned from him. But man, he totally dedicated himself to football and was a real standout at Oregon. Really showed out and really seemed to focus in that last year. He's coming into the draft and he's 22 years old, so he did stay all 4 years. And that senior year, he really kind of seemed to click into that next gear. So, I mean, he's another one to take advantage of.
Absolutely. I mean, only 5'8", but he did run a 4.42 at the combine, which obviously speed is so important in this league. Definitely undersized, but can still be a huge playmaker, much like, a Tyreek Hill for the Kansas City Chiefs. Anything else you got for us before we let you go here?
Oh, man, I just want to say I'm excited to see where these Giants go at the top pick, man. They've been going throwing out a lot of different smoke screens, but personally, I totally see a quarterback here. You don't trade up, you don't give away a first round next year, and I think it was a second too. I mean, they went all in for that number 1 overall pick. I guarantee you, it's going to be a quarterback. Yeah,
it has to be, and I think obviously we'll turn this one over to Brent. Brent, between the two top quarterbacks, Bryce Hepner and Turner. DeCicco, whatever we want to call his name. Is there one that sticks out to you as the number one pick?
Yeah, there really is. I don't think there's any doubt about this. It's going to be Bryce Hepner. Bryce has had an incredible year. He's got just crazy throw power. I mean, I've seen this guy chuck it 60, 70 yards downfield and hit a guy in stride. So he's really incredible. He came in, hit 23 bench reps. That was pretty awesome too. Just showed the strength even more. And, he's only 21. So there's a lot of coaching left to be done. So he's only going to get better from here. The other one is obviously DeCicco. I'm not as sold on him. I haven't seen the same kind of arm strength out of him. He's definitely equally accurate and can maybe move around a little better. But at the end of the day, you can train accuracy. You can't train strength. So I think those guys are going to want to go out and get themselves the next big arm quarterback and kind of get the flavor of the day, especially with Chad being the one pick.
Oh, yeah. And then Ryan, do we still have Ryan on?
Yeah, we sure do.
Is there
right here.
anybody? Okay. Is there anybody towards the late, let's say 20th pick and later that you would highlight looking at the draft class here that could go late in the first round? I guess
They could go late in the first round.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man, because as soon as you get to that top 20, it really does fall off pretty heavily.
Mhm.
But one of my favorite guys in the entire draft process was actually Antrell Thompson. He's a cornerback. This is a real thin cornerback class, but this guy's got some potential. He's not the most quick guy in short spaces. He doesn't have the agility, really the acceleration. But, man, he's got that long-distance speed that you would need in, like, the AFC West to keep up with those burners. It's like he ran a 4.4, 4.40. He's really more that slot ideal type player. He's kind of balanced across the board, C+ press, C+ zone coverage, as well as man coverage. So, I mean, you could see a lot of different directions going there. But he does have that slot archetype. So my personal – and watching him play, I really liked how hard he tackled. I think that you're really going to see – I mean, he put up 18 reps or 16, excuse me. He put up 16 reps on the bench press. So, I mean, you could really see this guy. I think he could sneak into – he's projected as a late second round, but I could definitely see him sneaking into the late first, given kind of the lack of obvious talent there.
Oh, yeah, 6'1", ran a 4.44 at the combine. Definitely has the length and the speed. Only 22 years old. Definitely, that's a great pick there. Well, we got 2 minutes before we go live here with the XCFL draft. Ryan, I think we're going to let you go here, sir. Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
For sure. Glad to be here. See you, Nick. Have a good draft.
Hey, this is Alpha Man. I would just want to tell you guys, I'm following the chat here. The chat is super live. The biggest story in the chat right now is that Van Fleek logged in as his girlfriend, and everybody is hitting on his username in there. So that is the huge one right now. They're asking for some nudes and stuff. But other than that, there's some talk about the quarterback. So that it sounds to me like that is the big discussion right now. So everybody post your questions, and I'll make sure that Nick and Brent get to them.
Absolutely, yeah. You'll keep an eye on that for us. We really appreciate that, Alpha. Brent, so we got a minute to go here. The New York Giants on the clock. Mike Chadwick, the owner. This team has a ton of needs. We talked about it. They're going quarterback. Any chance Chad goes anywhere else other than quarterback here before we get going?
Of course there is, man. He's a fucking firecracker. Like, this guy might come in and pick someone number 3 or number 1 who he could have got at number 3. I could easily see him doing that and just throw everybody off. Like, maybe he tricked the Broncos into trading away his pick, even though the Broncos could have got the quarterback that they wanted, just to be a Chad. You never know with this guy.
All right. Well, with all that being said, we are going to go live here. The New York Giants are on the clock. And let's get this 2019 draft started. We will
Let's do it.
Go live. All righty. So, Giant, you can see we got our draft order here on the left side. It's going to be painted through all the way 1 from 32. I'll draft for you guys. Oh man, they did not waste any time. No. The New York Giants. The pick is in.
Bryce Hepner.
And it is going to be Bryce Hepner, the quarterback out of Ohio State, 77 overall. We're going to do our best to get as many of these pictures into you guys as possible. So we can, kind of analyze these guys and really break them down. We'll try to get some owners on as well as we get rocking here and let them come on and talk about their picks. We'll definitely get the always colorful Mike Chadwick on and talk about his number 1 overall pick. But yeah, Brent, I mean, you called it. I'm going to guess Hepner is going to have that superstar dev. Only 77 overall seems kind of low, but with the superstar dev, okay. Brent, I mean, Hepner is the guy. I mean, that's going to be the guy that leads Chad's offense for the next 6-7 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Odell Beckham and Saquon Barkley, so he's definitely got some help there, and I think it's a good start for Chad's offense. But, I mean, I was looking at his roster today, man. He only had like 39 players on there, so he's running the skeleton crew for sure.
Hepner had a huge year at Ohio State his last year here, only 21 years old. You see, he almost threw for 5,000 yards, 41 total touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. The combine, he for a quarterback put up 23 bench press reps, which is more than some of these offensive linemen we might see go in the later rounds. But that's a very good pick for Chadwick.
Can I cut you off for a second, Nick? Sorry about
that.
We actually got his dev trade, and Hepner's only a quick development.
Oh boy,
so that's
not what you're looking for.
No,
not what you're looking for. He didn't get it. Okay, you can go back in. You can go anytime. You can go back in and get a picture though. If you click your draft board and hit drafted, you can click on the guy and it'll give you the picture. Well, not the full picture, but it'll give us the. Oh boy. Well, moving on. We'll go on to the Giants are done. We're going to move on to the number 2 pick, which was just recently acquired by the Kansas City Chiefs. They were sitting back there at 15, I believe, and Denver came a-calling, an interdivision trade, and the Chiefs ended up trading up to number 2. And with that number 2 overall pick, they went with the safety out of Notre Dame, who Ryan Day mentioned earlier, Travis Peterson, an 81 overall. Not a bad pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. Brent, anything you got on Travis Peterson here?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I do, and here's why. I actually like Travis Peterson as a player, but he traded 2 first-rounders to get this guy this year and next year, and he's a safety, man. You could have got a safety at a later spot in the draft. Safeties are very easy to find in Madden, and he's only quick development. So spending that much of a capital to go out and get yourself a guy who's, a safety, just to me, it doesn't seem worth it. I really thought he was going to come out here and get some big exciting position that you have to draft early on to grab or come get the other quarterback.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go and pull up the draft picture here. The Bengals just made their pick, but we're going to pull up the draft picture for Travis Peterson. And we can see 81 run support, 81 zone, 79 hybrid safety. This guy is, he's a pretty good player. It was a reach, but he's the quick dev. Some decent size, but the big thing here is kind of what Brent mentioned, where safety is an easy position to draft in the later rounds. You're really only looking for a little bit of speed and then, the zone coverage, and you're pretty much good to go. I don't know. I don't know. It's a decent safety class. I didn't look too deep into it, but not the pick we were all looking for there.
No. That's the thing, right? It was an okay pick. I have nothing against the pick. It's just not as exciting as I expected for trading up that far.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we'll move on here to the Cincinnati Bengals pick. They actually took the left tackle out of Michigan State, Spencer Schultz, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And for the Bengals, you were sitting at number 1. You traded down to number 3. Is that something trade after draft, trade back, draft or offensive lineman? Is that a good pick for the Cincinnati Bengals?
I love it.
Rolling with Andy.
Yeah. This is one of those picks that I really like. It was smart because he knew he was going to take this guy no matter what. He knew he could get him 3rd, so why not trade back? He got Chadwick's draft picks next year, so he's going to be drafting number 1 again next year, and he's good to go, man. He still gets this guy.
He put the 35 reps or 36 reps up at the combine, the most out of all the left tackles, and still had a nice 3-cone drill and a 20-yard shuttle. Only allowed 1 sack last season for Michigan State and Mark D'Antonio. 22 years old, you kind of get your staple left tackle. So, on a team that didn't win any games last season, I think you can improve anywhere. You really couldn't go wrong unless you drafted a bust, but this guy is kind of as surefire as it gets. You got your prototypical left tackle for years to come.
Exactly. And even the next pick, man, Will Nix, it's a left tackle again. So a lot of guys don't find that exciting, but I love it, man. Just build that O-line up, get strong up front, and then go from there.
Yeah, Will Nix, another pick. He was projected to go number 1 on a lot of experts' boards. Slid down here to what, number 5, number 4?
Yeah.
And not a bad pick, but you're getting your offensive lineman. It's so hard to find young offensive linemen and hard to dev them. So if you can find somebody, maybe get a good development trait in one of these top picks in the draft, you can be sitting pretty for the rest of the cycle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then we did just see who Alan Agnew come off the board for Michigan State, the outside linebacker. He's a speed rusher going to Chicago, which, Chicago doesn't have Khalil Mack in our franchise. So I think Agnew could definitely help play opposite of Leonard Floyd and maybe cause some trouble for the NFC North quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had him number 6 on my draft board. So, I think it's a great pick. I'm a little sad to see him go and kind of right around where I thought he should be. So, great pick, man. I can't wait to see the picture card on that because I think he's going to have a good development and he's going to be amazing. Oh, and here's an exciting pick. I'll let you announce this one, but people are going to like this one.
Oh, man. So with the Buffalo Bills, the 6th pick, are going to take the speedster wide receiver Isaac Rawls out of Texas. This guy, I mean, we've both been very high on him, Brent. He busted out a 4.3 at the combine, the fastest out of all receivers.
Yeah,
decent size, 5'10", 5'11", whatever he was. But that's elite speed, and it is something the Bills desperately needed. They have 84 speed Kelvin Benjamin leading the passing attack, and when you have a guy like Josh Allen, somebody's got to be able to run the deep ball.
Yeah, man, I love this pick. Kelvin Benjamin actually played pretty well for him last year, but Kelvin Benjamin at 84 speed is sorry, but he's terrible.
Yeah.
You need to go and get yourself a guy like this who's going to stretch the field. Just incredible pick for Buffalo. I think he's going to be a slow dev, so I think that'll hurt. But if he has like a 95 speed, it doesn't matter.
Well, I have good news. We have the head coach of the New York Giants coming on to join us.
Oh, here we go.
Who just butchered the number 1 overall pick. Chad, are you in the chat? There he is. Michael.
Hello.
How are you doing today, sir?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. How do you feel about your draft pick?
He's cool, Bryce, Big Blue gets the Q, baby.
We didn't get to see his attributes yet. Are you happy with what, the throw power and everything like that compared to maybe, a Kyle Lauletta?
Yeah, but the development's going to screw me here. I thought I was going for like a star or superstar. Well, I got a quick.
Yeah. Not too happy with that.
No, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I got Jack and Alpha in my division, so easy dubs.
Brent, I'm going to let you take this over while I get ready to make my pick here. Ask Chadwick a couple questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is the final throw power on him, Chad?
I didn't even check, honestly. I still got to do that.
Really? That would have been the thing I was most excited about. No worries, man.
Yeah, I mean,
have a look.
This is Alpha. I mean, I'm just kind of curious why you didn't look at any of his traits. Were you just not? I mean, that's what good GMs do. So we're kind of confused by all that,
I'll look at it right now. Give me a second.
All right. Well, yeah, it's not like we're doing a live show or anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So we've had a couple more picks come off the board. Cole Paulson was just drafted to the Chargers, and before that, it's slipping my mind.
It was a middle linebacker. It was a middle linebacker.
Garif, the middle linebacker. He actually was number 1 on my board. So
he was who I was going to take in at 11.
I was really excited to get him, and I'm not going to do that.
All right, I got his throw power.
Okay,
here we go.
93.
93. Well, that's a bummer then, eh?
I like it.
Well, it's not bad. No, it's a good rating, but at an A, he could have been anywhere up to a 96.
Oh, yeah, then I guess that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, so sorry to bum you out there, man, but it's still a good pick. I think you got your quarterback for the future to go with Deli and Saquon.
Great pick, Chad.
Yeah,
pretty great
for the East, baby.
I hope it was worth all those picks.
Nah, probably not. I'm going to go jump off a bridge now.
All right, man. Well, we'll talk to you later then. Have fun doing that.
Peace out.
Idiot.
Okay, guys. So just sitting here waiting on the Redskins right now. Jack's actually not at the draft, so I think we can go ahead and skip this one, Nick.
So guys, what I want to kind of talk about is the draft pictures. Darth Bodie's taking a picture from his BlackBerry. I would really like to see it a little bit bigger with better quality if you guys can. Something where your empty beer cans and your cigarette butts are in the background or anything. That would be great.
Oh, there we go. Jack got his guy, Mike Bly. I know he was really excited about that. All he cared about was tall and fast, and he got the guy. I mean,
Brent, I got to ask you, are you surprised at the amount of offensive linemen have went off the board thus far?
No, not at all. It was a really good offensive lineman class. At the start, I wrote them off because so many guys were in our chat complaining about them. And then when I looked at it, I saw 6 to 7 top-end guys who were really good.
I think we got 4 or 5 that's been off the board, right?
Yeah, and the only problem is there's no mid-range guys. So anyone who didn't have one of those top 15 picks, you're not going to get one. But the guys who do are going to be really excited. Is that kind of how you felt there, Alpha? Or?
I did. I everybody kind of talked in the chat, and I didn't think it was I didn't think they were trying to blow any smoke. I really thought that drafting offensive line was going to be very important, especially seeing the free agency. I think the highest guy in free agency was like 76 or 77. It was a really bad free agency class, which was allowing people to trade their offensive linemen and get the highest value out of that. So this does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me while I go travel to Michigan to punch Nick in the throat, but
dude, superstar Dev.
That was actually my number 2 guy, so that's 2 picks in a row where my top guys have gone. How do you feel about him, Nick? You want to just go ahead and tell us?
Yeah, 91 acceleration. He's got pass rushing moves as well, 80 finesse moves, 74 power moves, 83 hit power. Coverage could use a little work, 68 zone coverage, but he's a superstar Dev. I'm excited about this guy. It really came down to between him and the defensive tackle from Pittsburgh. Right. I think it's Sykes. And I remembered there was I heard a couple draft stories about their linebacker, so I ended to go with him instead of Sykes.
Yeah, I'm super upset about this because I actually lied. Garif was number 2 on my board. That guy was number 1 on my board. And I started to get excited. I thought there was no chance at the start of the day that I get my number 1. But I started to get excited with how late it was that it might happen.
Oh, yeah. Van Flank, if you're going to be on, man, mute the stream real quick.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Do we have a picture of some of these picks coming in, Brian, or that we can throw
As of right now, the only one that I can use is the Jets, the Garif McBride.
Oh yeah, let's bring him up. I'd like to see that pick because that was the one I really wanted.
I sent a high res one just a minute ago.
Oh yeah, left guard Cole Paulson.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we do Cole Paulson then? Because we have Van Flank on, so it'd be better to him, and then we'll go back to Al's guys.
So Van, how do you feel about your pick, man? Paulson was a highly touted guy,
and his strength's great, 93, and then high 70s pass run. So it's not too bad. I mean, I was hoping to get like low 80s on the run, and because or at least I wanted to kick him out to tackle if he had high pass, but it looks like he's going to stay at guard. I
mean, you had to be getting a little nervous here, seeing all those offensive linemen going off the board.
Yeah.
Knowing
I wanted one of the 2 tackles for sure. Because I noticed like this version, they've definitely separated. You're either a pass blocker or a run blocker. Yep. You know what I mean? There's very, very rarely do you see where an offensive lineman does both, unless they're real. So yeah, it felt to me I took the BPA on that one. I needed O-line. I couldn't go into the season with that O-line again. Just couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just pause the draft real quick while the Saints pick. But yeah, I mean that Paulson was actually the number 3 guy on my board. I didn't want to go offensive lineman, but when I saw the strength, the combine reps for him, I knew he was going to be a guy that was going to go in the top 10 for sure.
You know what, Nick? I'm good. I don't need to pause.
You're good? All right, we'll go.
Yeah, one thing I want to ask you while we're talking about Paulson Van Fleek, I notice he has a 93 strength. Is this someone that you plan on keeping at guard? Are you going to shift him over to tackle or center or what? This guy looks like he can play anything.
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, I wanted to move him out to tackle. I really did, but after looking at his Pats attributes, I don't know. So I might have to maybe build him up a little bit on the pass before I kick him out.
Okay.
You know,
I'm not. Do you happen to know what was his age off the top of your head?
What was his age?
Yeah, was he a young guy? Okay,
22.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
And he's a quick dev. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, I need a tackle at some point. I might reach for one of those tackles at the bottom of the second there.
Don't tell everybody your strategy.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a transparent GM here.
There we go.
All right, boys. Have a great show.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Have a great rest of your draft, sir.
All right, bye.
There you
go. So as of right now, we have Brent's player up on the screen.
Let's go ahead
very
and
nice player.
Talk about Mr. Denard Roberts out of the Ohio State University.
Yeah, I don't know why I was such a dumbass and just took a picture and sent it in because, you guys are watching my Twitch. But so I'm pretty happy with it, man. Here's the most important one is I'll scroll back over to the left here. He's a star, and he's 22 years old, so I'm happy with that. That's going to be the 3rd pass rusher that you guys are going to have to deal with, man. On top of Davenport and Clark, he's going to be coming at you. And, he's got good hit power, so he's going to knock that ball out. Good acceleration. I kind of could have used a little more speed is my only thing with him. I don't like that 77 speed.
It was a very slow class for all linebackers from what I noticed. So, I mean, what was his speed? 80 or no, 77.
77.
Yeah, you could use a little bit more.
Yeah, well, he's not an outside linebacker. He's actually going to play defensive end for me.
Oh, real quick, gentlemen.
We kind of called this. We called this.
The Broncos were able to trade all the way back from number 2 to 15 and draft the quarterback he was going to draft at number 2. He ended up taking Turner DeSico out of Texas A&M. His plan worked perfectly. He was on the phone all day with every GM in the top 14 picks and realized this is as far as he could trade back and still get his quarterback. And he was able to pick up, a third-rounder this year and a first-rounder next year and still get the guy he wanted.
I love it. I think it's probably one of the best moves. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the move that he made, he did not make it any qualms that he wanted that guy. Even trading down and still getting him, this is by far my favorite move of the draft.
Oh yeah, that's just a smart. I mean, it's a great GMing. Even if the quarterback's not as good as you wanted him to be, he's still you were able to grab an extra first, a couple other picks, and still get the guy you wanted at number 2. 13, 14 picks later. That's incredible.
Yeah, you want to hear some funny insight to that, actually. If you guys remember, after the trade happened and I said that I was going to scare him a little bit for trying to make a slick move, and I went into the chats and I started saying I was going to take DeSico now with the 14th pick. Never had any intention of doing that, but I just checked my DMs right now about 1 minute before we started doing this, so I didn't see it till now. He offered me a 4th-round pick just to swap from 14 to 15 because he was panicking so hard about me taking his guy. So unfortunately, with trades being shut down, it didn't work out, but I almost worked it.
Oh,
wow.
Alpha, if you want, just grab whatever picks you can or whatever looks good.
Let's go back to talk. Let's go back to talk about the Jets. We really didn't get to talk about Gary McBride, so I put he's now we can kind of talk about him. I think it's a great pick. This guy's only 21 years old, star development, and he's going to be a pass coverage and. If you look at the Jets, their defense really lacked that pass coverage over the middle. So I really like this pick.
Yeah, this was my number 1 guy that I wanted. He was he had the pass coverage. I didn't really need a pass rusher, and the 83 speed with the 91 Excel. This is the guy I wanted, but he's only star dev.
Yeah, he's only star dev.
Cool.
83 speed too is not that great. I mean, 91 Excel is amazing.
Yeah, but I think he's a little faster than my guy was. I don't know.
Well, your guy is an outside linebacker. I was thinking he's a pass rusher, right?
No. He's out. Yeah, I plan on switching to a 4-3 this year. I think though. I don't know. Okay, we're already sitting at pick 20 here. The 49ers.
Yeah, we missed a couple for sure.
That's okay. All right, I think we're gonna pull up the Bengals pick, the left tackle that they took. Spencer Schultz out of Michigan State. We mentioned him earlier. He was the 3rd overall pick, number 1 overall true talent, 82 overall star development. Brent, this guy was as good as we thought.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier today, and we knew this guy was going to be the money guy. We knew he'd be better than Will Nix, even though Will Nix was a little higher up on the board. He's amazing, man. He had a great combine, and he also had just as good of tangibles as Nix did. So we kind of just went on a limb there and assumed he was just going to be that little bit more athletic, even though he was just as good of a blocker.
Oh, yeah. He is a legit. All right. Oh, we're going to get a little run on players here. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills wide receiver they took out of Texas, Isaac Rawls, the speedster we were talking about. And this guy's 40 time did not lie. Freaking 96 speed, 97 Excel. And he looks sweet with his arms crossed.
What a burner, man.
Dude, Josh Allen's throw power to this guy is just like Mahomes to Tyreek Hill.
You can't go wrong with that, man.
No.
People were talking the whole time saying, why would you take him? Because he had a slow dev, probably. I don't know if it actually came out to that with the bad storyline, but who cares? I mean, you don't have to have a guy with that kind of speed. He's fine.
I just want to defend my thought. I was hoping he'd slide to 11, so that's why I said don't take him. But
right.
he, who do we got on here with us now? Oh, we got Hammer.
Perfect. Bring him in, man. What perfect timing. We were just talking about the Bills, too.
No, Hammer's the Colts.
Oh, right.
Do we have his? Oh, I wanted to talk about his guy, though. Can we get his picture, his guy pulled up? He posted him in chat. Spencer Coheney. Take your time. Hammer, how do you think your pick went, man?
I'm extremely happy with my pick.
He's a beast. What was he? Superstar Dev? Oh, Star Dev. Oh, yeah.
He's a star development.
That's good, though. Nothing wrong with Star Dev, man.
No, I'm extremely happy. He fits my scheme. He's star development. I'm big on the run. He's going to fit in perfectly blocking for the AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year, Nyheim Hines.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Tell us about him, though, man. Like, what kind of stats does he have going on right now? Give us a little insight that we don't have on our own.
I'm very surprised at how his awareness is. He's got very good awareness. I believe it's a 77. Let me take a peek here. Where is he at?
Oh, he's okay.
Well, just while you get going, what kind of run things were you doing with Nyheim Hines to get going here? Because a lot of guys struggled with the run all year. Were you running a lot of outside, inside, or kind of just?
Oh, I'll take him. Usually, I'll take him wherever the hole is at. I mean, I don't have an outside or inside. I'm not a toss guy. I'll just kind of mix it up and kind of see what the defense does. If I need to audible out of it to, go where the defense isn't, I'll do that. But I have some pretty good offensive linemen. I feel even better now adding Spencer to the mix. Obviously, I have Mr. Nelson playing left guard, so I think Spencer will probably shift over to right guard. And we're going to have some pretty good young offensive linemen, and that's a weakness around the league, it seems, because everyone's looking to draft young talent. A lot of money was spent on some very mediocre offensive linemen that were in free agency.
Yes.
I just kind of sat back, saved my money, and was hoping that one of the few very good offensive linemen would fall to me at 7, and that's exactly what happened.
It's a good point you bring up. That's two seasons in a row now the Colts have taken a stud offensive lineman in the first round. That's the way you build up. That's what the Cowboys did in the past with Jerry Jones, and I mean, that's the way you have to build up. And it seems like this year offensive linemen are going to be so hard to come by, like you mentioned, and that's a great pick for you in the Indianapolis Colts.
I'm happy with it.
Thank you very much for. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, our guys can help Mr. Luck stay on his feet a little bit longer, so we can have more time to pass that ball, and we're not trying to squeeze passes, where we should be trying to squeeze them.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for coming on with us. We really appreciate you taking the time, and good luck the rest of your draft. All right.
I appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the draft.
Thanks, man. Sorry for
thank you.
JMO at the start.
All right. I think we have the New York Jets owner. Al, are you on here with us, man?
Yeah, because I see him on there. He's got his mic muted right now. So go ahead and take that off. You can now.
Al?
There he is. Brief, man.
Yeah, let's hear about the steal that you took from me that I wanted. How are you feeling about your middle linebacker?
I mean, I finally got one over on Larson.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh shoot, that means it's my pick. All right, go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
I mean, I wanted that guy too that you want. I had Watts on the board. I had 2 guards or 2 tackles on the board too as well. I was blowing smoke today. I was saying that the line was weak, but come on.
I was just about to ask you, Al, this is Alpha. Was there any chance that you were actually going to, even if this middle linebacker was there any other offensive lineman that you could have went with besides this middle linebacker?
Yeah, I was definitely looking at, I think it was the 2 left tackles that were there.
Man, I'm pretty bummed that you didn't then. I really wanted that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I needed outside linebacker, and it was Watts or McBride, and I looked at McBride at the last minute before I was ready to draft, and I was like, I got to go with this guy based on what I've seen. And the only thing I don't like is his hit power as a middle linebacker, but he's going to move to a coverage spot for me, definitely, for sure.
Right. Well, hey, man, you got a star, too, so you'll be able to deb that up. I wouldn't worry about it. Any of the holes he has, you'll fix those pretty quickly.
Oh, that was a great pick. Sorry, I was making my pick currently.
No, yeah, it's okay. I knew you were. Also, to mention another developing story here, Boone has still not joined us, and his pick is 2 picks away. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. But
he's around the corner, isn't he?
He's always at the closest exit.
Yeah,
he's around the corner.
What are we hearing from? Well, Al, thank you very much for coming on.
No
thank
problem,
you very
fellas.
much for stealing
Good luck
our
the rest
picks.
of the way. Great show.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Nick, you just took Tamario Bird. Talk about him.
Did. So I'm feeling good about Tamario Bird. I paused this. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why Jim can't draft real quick. But I don't know. I think he might be shit out of luck.
If you remember, Jim did say that he was going to be late from work, so I'm guessing this is a stall
he actually
until he turns his Xbox on.
That could be it. You might be right. So he did get me because I paused it.
Yeah.
Oh, he made his pick. Or
Gillette.
Someone made his pick.
Well,
he
it's
got another
good pick, actually. He had a good
storyline. Another Le'Veon.
Yeah, he had a storyline about him. And on top of that, he had some really good stats. So it's a good pick. Jim didn't miss out. Whether he made this or not, he got lucky.
He said he made it. So that's So another Le'Veon joins it after signing Le'Veon Bell to the big 6-year contract.
Right.
But I mean, running backs get hurt so frequently in this Madden. Oh, that's a great pick by the Vikings. I almost took the tight end. But that's a great pick. It's the best available guy, and he probably has star dev.
Probably, but so what are you going to do with 2 Le'Veons on the same backfield? I don't know, man. This is interesting. He's going to have 2 guys with the same name, same position, and same skill set on the field at the same time.
To be honest, for me, my least, obviously the worst place to draft is the end of the first round, because all the really sweet unicorn-like type players, the special guys are all gone. And if you're not reaching, for guys down in the 2nd and 3rd round, you're almost stuck just taking whatever's left. And I mean, there's 3 running backs on the board, but running back was not a need for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
If he would have traded Bell away.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, what about Brent? I mean, Perry Sharp, Carroll Shaw, these other 2 running backs. Is there someone you preferred over Gillette or no?
Yeah, I did. I like the elusive guy better. Not Perry Sharp, the other guy, Gillette. Or not Gillette, sorry. The other one. There's too many of them, to be honest. But let me pull up his card here. Carroll Shaw is the guy that I liked more. He's got all, good moves and stuff, and then he had just an incredible combine. But that's just a personal thing. I prefer speed over strength backs, where other guys like the power backs. So
absolutely. Alpha, can you do me a favor? I'll pause when we get to your draft pick. Is there any way you can pull the picture of Broncos quarterback he drafted? We're going to get him on the show here. Oh, perfect. Well, I'm going to tell him to get on.
I want to talk a little bit about this quarterback from the Broncos. Oh, man, this guy, looking at one of the things, he's only got 88 throw power, but, man, this dude is ready to plug in. 86 short accuracy, 85 medium accuracy. This dude's going to be a beast, and he was able to get him in collect
Here he is. We have Coach Jace joining us. Jace, how you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's going on, guys?
Dude, hell of a move, man. Very calculated.
Yeah.
It was sort of flying by the seat of the pants for those 14 picks going back, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like it, man. It was a great move. I'm glad I got you scared a little bit, because when people try and pull slick moves on draft day, I like to fuck with them a little bit. But it was a great move, man. I got to commend you on it.
Yeah, well, it was funny because you were putting in sort of like false info in the chat, and then I'm fighting it with my own false info about how you shouldn't draft West Coast quarterbacks. So that was pretty fun.
You was definitely worry, man. I went out and got Dak. I traded 2 picks for him. I was never going to take him, but my plan was that maybe I could get a pick out of you, just out of the fear factor, but it didn't work.
If we would have been allowed, you definitely could have.
It definitely was one of the better moves I've seen in XCFL history draft-wise. I mean, I don't care if this guy would have been even worse than this. I mean, it was the guy you wanted and traded up to get, and then you were able to drop back double-digit picks and still get them.
Yeah, well, you can thank Chad for that one.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I gotta say the Bengals just had an amazing draft. Getting those picks and then getting that tackle, was just insane. And really, when I was deciding what to do, it just came down to, would the Bengals take him at 3? Because if the Bengals don't take him at 3, I thought he may just go into a complete free fall, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I mean, you got your guy. I mean, is the plan to start him right out of the box then?
I don't know. I have Case Keenum, and he can sit behind Keenum and just develop for a year if I decide to go that route. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. Well, that's a very exciting pick, man. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know you're brand new to the XCFL, so welcome.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We're obviously very happy. This was a great first draft for you. Everyone be on the lookout for Broncos moving forward because he can pull fast.
No kidding.
Trust in nothing.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You learned that quick, so that's good. Everything is a smokescreen. But, sir, thank you for coming on. All right, appreciate it. Have a good one.
So can I just wanted to update on a developing story quick. Alpha, I know you just made your pick, but before you talk about that, can you actually update us on if Van Flank's wife messaged anybody back?
I am looking on here, and it doesn't look like anybody has received any nudes, so I'm guessing probably not. But it's still early in the draft, so we're only at 9 o'clock, and alcohol is going to be consumed. So I'll stay tuned. I'll make sure we keep that keep that developing story going.
She might be turned on by the Broncos pick, man. She might just realize that guy has the moves to get it done in life. And we'll have to see, I guess. But tell us about your draft pick too.
So this guy is a normal development, so that kind of sucks. But he's got 84 finesse moves, so he's going to be a pass rusher that I can plug in right away. He does have 67 block shed, so he's not going to be an everyday right tackle or end that I can play. But decent pick, picking at 30. I mean, you're kind of taking leftovers at this point, you know.
Oh yeah. Is it my pick here?
It looks like it is. So we'll kind of keep going here. If you want to just have a look, Nick. Yeah. Any other kind of picks that really excited you there, Alpha?
See if we can get the Pittsburgh Steelers running back. He was kind of a beast. I just saw his card.
Yeah, Le'Veon Gillette would be a nice one to look at. I guess we can update the people. Boone did miss his pick from the looks of it. I wish we could get that player card up.
Boone picked out the Studley 72 overall left tackle, so I'm sure he's got about 42 or 75 strength.
Yeah, amazing. That's exactly what he deserves for missing the whole draft.
Oh my god!
So still waiting on him, Nick. Did he ever send you an update?
He said he'd sim his picks until he lets me know. He's actually watching the show. So go ahead and give him a shout out. Yeah.
Hi, Boone.
Real quick though, I just want to say another reason I hate Josh is because he just took that cornerback I was going to take that shut down the really fast wide receiver. So Josh is just really digging himself a deeper hole. Might not make it to the second season here.
Yeah, Antrell Carroll, I believe it was.
Here he is. Yes, that guy.
All the
Josh
way
is on.
Folks, we got Josh.
Here comes we're all gonna lag out.
Yeah, we might need some subtitles. Can you get some of those, Alpha?
Josh, how are you doing, man?
Yo.
What's up? How do you like your draft so far?
It was going good until I picked that cornerback.
He's got an 84 acceleration.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's why I passed on him.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, do I?
So, do you think he can cover the New Orleans Saints receivers?
Yeah, I just have to back off on every play and then see how that goes. But the first guy I got was all right. He'll plug in.
Who was your first guy? Just refresh our memory on that.
Let me just get his name right.
You have the voice of a soccer announcer, a football announcer. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. What? Because I'm English.
Yeah, it's not to be racist.
75%
racist.
That's nationalist.
Santos Clark was the first one. He's quite quick, speed rusher. Got finesse moves at 85.
He had. Did he have a story about him?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got quick dev, so
he did.
Not anything amazing, but he'll be killing Dak Prescott this season, so that'll be good.
Ouch, that's harsh. Man. I thought we were boys. I took your favorite team so I can make them good, okay? And this is the treatment that I'm getting.
He's not talking to you. Have you forgotten?
I forgot I traded him. What am I talking about? Shit. I think everything's about me. I'm one of those narcissistic
Oh, it's my
you
turn
just
again.
chucked him by the wayside.
Yeah.
You didn't care.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that, man. Getting Dak. Future's bright in New Orleans.
I'm actually really excited about this because you guys are two great users and you're very smart team builders. So it's like I really think that it's going to go back and forth with you guys. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have some fun with it for sure. You should have seen the DMs the other day. We were trying to pull some quick trades with each other and just making fun of each other the whole time. But it's fun for sure.
Yeah, great draft.
Real quick, Brian, I took that wide receiver Barry Brooks you were talking about. 96 speed, 96 excel.
I was gonna pick him, you bastard.
Yeah, I'm going
now. That's it.
All right, yeah. Oh boy, guys! If anybody else wants to call into the show, feel free to just shoot me a DM. I'm checking them out. Oh, do we have Jim on right now? Don't we?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Jim.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
The myth, the legend. Brian, do we have his running back available or not yet?
Yes, we do.
Oh, awesome. Jim, how do you feel about the pick?
I got lucky. Yes, it was. I just walked in the door when it was on pick 24.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and
oh, look at that!
I don't even need him. That's the sad part.
No,
we were kind of wondering why you drafted a second running back named Le'Veon.
Because I now have the two-headed Le'Veon monster.
Yeah, no kidding.
That could be fun.
No one else will ever have that, so you're gonna have that forever.
Le'Veon Bell is officially on the block.
Eating the cat penalty. Forget it.
Forget it. It ain't worth it. I'll keep them both.
Oh, yeah. Perry Sharp, who was predicted to go like 7th, the other running back, just went.
No.
If we could get a player card of that guy and put it next to Jim's and kind of just discuss whether Jim got the best of the Bengals or if the Bengals got the best of Jim.
This rivalry, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because they're division rivals. They're always going at it in the chat. They took the two running backs that were 1 and 2. I'd love to put them next to each other and just see who won this battle.
This guy here, this Perry Sharp, he could be a superstar. Because he's on the Bengals, he's going to suck. I'm sorry. I mean, this guy could be the second coming of Barry Sanders, and it won't matter.
Oh, God.
Well, he's not that, because I saw his speed. He is not the second coming of Barry Sanders.
Oh, boy.
Maybe like Freight Train Lane or something, but he's just a big bruiser.
You know, maybe he slaps girls in college, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
well, that's a great pick for you. I mean, regardless, it has value. You'll be able to, Le'Veon Bell pretty easily. But I mean, there's a lot of formations you can utilize two running backs in, and I think they complement each other relatively well.
Yeah. I mean, Le'Veon's more of a power back. This guy's more elusive. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, use the marketing time, man. Use the ad space right now. Tell the people what you want instead of the draft board or on the block. See if you get it.
It's going to take a first-round pick and a player. Send it my way.
Boy,
there you go, people.
Man, for a 27-year-old running back, that sounds like a great deal.
Okay, give me a pass rusher. We'll talk.
Jim loves his pass rushers.
I love pass rushers because they all suck for me.
Why didn't Clay Matthews work out for you?
Because he got hurt 3 games in and was out most of the season.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was like I took that 3rd-round draft pick, I rolled it up in a little ball, and I lit it on fire.
Well, I like the Le'Veon pick, even though we have both of them. It'll still work out. What's the plan? Are you going to alternate or play them both, or what?
Well, here's the funny part. I signed Tavon Austin in free agency.
Oh, you got a 3-headed monster.
Yeah. I basically signed Tavon for kick and punt returner, though.
Yeah. No, he's going to be good for that, man. He's got a great speed. You can still use him on passes, or even like if you're running a screenplay or something, you could try and sneak him in there without people seeing.
Right, and I can put him in as my 4th wide receiver, too. So, Tavon will get some playing time.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Well, I think we all like the pick, Jim. It's kind of hard to get a good guy down at 26. So,
I almost always suck picking, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Really. I am the worst drafter in this league. I know it.
Well, I don't know, man. Chad has got you guys are like neck and neck, man. He's put some competition up there for you.
Yeah, that's possible, but Chad sucks at everything.
That is true.
Yep.
Well,
All right,
Jim,
well, hey.
I wish you luck, man. Hopefully you have a good season, win the AFC North again.
Oh,
I know there's going to be a lot of people fighting with you.
Winning the AFC North is so easy. It's I get into the playoffs and I'm not tested. And so I get my ass kicked by guys, like the Raiders, because I have no test the whole year playing the crappy ass AFC North.
Oh boy. There's
they're all coming for me now.
Fired.
They're
Yep,
all
shots
coming
fired.
for me now.
Sean,
All right, guys.
Regan,
I'm out.
everybody. All right, have a good one, Jim. Is there any other guys we want to snag from the chat here and put them on, Brian? Anybody you can see that you want? The safety that Baltimore took isn't bad. We can get Regan back on to talk about him if we want to.
Yeah, I mean, was that Peterson?
Perry Pennell.
Okay, yeah.
81 overall. Let me see if he wants to.
Well, while we're waiting for him, what was your favorite pick of the draft, guys? Do either of you know who was?
Man.
For me, it was the quarterback, man. I still think that's like an awesome thing to what he did, man. Like, that was ballsy to pull that off because he needed a quarterback. If you look at his roster, man, they're all crap. So, I mean, everybody knew that he was going to go for that guy. And it's like 1 and 2, and then all the quarterbacks drop off. So, I think that was a good pick.
Yeah, for sure. I actually like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm a big Garif McBride fan that Al took. I'm still a fan of that guy just because the zone coverage over my linebacker zone coverage. They're pretty much interchangeable, but his guy, a little jealous, but
so yeah, we got Perry Cannell up now. So
yeah, and mine was it was actually Nick's pick. I had him number 1 on the board. I couldn't believe that he slid all the way down to 11. I was starting to lose my mind thinking it might actually happen, and you broke my dreams.
I almost went with the defensive tackle. Do we have a picture of that defensive tackle? Did anyone post him? Because that was...
Right. He was in my top 10 as well, the defensive tackle. But I just needed a linebacker more because I've already got Kenny tearing it up in the middle. I didn't really need another one.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I could use one for sure. But I took Tamario Boyd. He was projected 3rd round. I took him late, or I took him early. He ended up being okay, and I think I can use him, put him in right away at defensive tackle, defensive end.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? I don't know. He's somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah. I just got a picture of this Carroll Shaw guy, the other running back that I was saying I like more. He's quick dev.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got Pennell up on the screen real quick, though. The Ravens.
Oh, right. Okay,
guy.
let's go.
91 speed, 81 zone coverage, 88 excel, 78 man coverage. Yeah, the 72 hit power. So he definitely is a free safety. 80 pursuit. This guy is nice.
Yes, sir, man. I was really thrilled when I saw him.
Regan. There we go.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, was he rated the number 1 by Madden's metrics or whatever? Or was he down a ways?
Oh man, I was kind of tweaking because he wasn't actually the guy I was looking for. He was one of my, this was just a loaded safety draft. Like I said before, it's like I just saw a bunch of safeties and I kind of just needed DBs because I lost Eric Weddle to a major regression hit. He dropped two speed and 4 acceleration. He fell off a cliff, man. So getting a good safety back there, it'll be kind of like Brent said, it might be a good competition to kind of see who should be playing corner and who should be playing safety between him and Jimmy Smith, who is also getting kind of old. So, but either way, it's kind of cool because it's like a passing of the torch from Eric Weddle, who led the league in picks and got DB of the year for the AFC. You can kind of pass the torch on to Perry Pennell, man. PP, he's going to be, I hope, I promise, I just heard Jim on the stream earlier, and man, he's going to be coming for him, man. He's going to see Pennell all the time. He's going to be like, pick, there it is. Yeah, there's that guy again, I'm going to be testing out a couple numbers because I know I got to get the right number because that's the number that Jim's going to be seeing all the time. So, it's got to be nice, when he's running into the end zone with those pick sixes.
Oh, God, we got more trash talk from the AFC North. I love it. Well, that's a great pick, especially to grab where you did. And that's a perfect, like you said, a perfect, passing the torch from Weddle to Pennell. So hopefully he's a good guy for you. And oh boy, dogs. Sorry. And you have success with them moving forward. But thanks for having back on with this, man. We really appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Nick. I appreciate it.
Oh, we got the Bengals. Okay, cool. Oh, the Chiefs. I like it. Zach, taking my strategy. Fast middle linebacker. There you go. Jujuan McMillan. Perry Sharp. Okay.
One thing I want to talk about him real quick, though. Perry Sharp has probably got the biggest effing head of any player I've seen on this. He literally looks like one of those, remember NBA Jam where you like put the code in and you got like the really big oversized head? That's what this guy looks like. So I'm sorry, Jim, but this dude's head is like way bigger than your running back's head.
Yeah, it actually is ridiculous. And his shoulder pads too. He has absolutely no neck. It looks like he's being strangled by his shoulder pads right now.
If this guy's acceleration could have been 90, he would have been a pretty decent running back. Even with the 86 speed, it's not the end of the world, but I don't know, 90 back vision, 86 truck, 89 stiff arm.
Nick, tell the truth. He has 86 speed and 85 excel.
Speed kills.
Yeah, it's a terrible pick.
But what about as a change of pace goal line back? You still don't like it?
No, I like it if he makes him like a goal line formation / fullback kind of guy. I like it, but I
was gonna take him, hoping his speed was a little bit higher, but he got picked the pick before me, so we're okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. But I mean, any other guys you want to cover here before? Guys, is there anything you want to talk about? Way too early season predictions for Super Bowl champs? Anything?
I'm going Packers. You were the only one who challenged me in the playoffs, man. So I'm throwing it out there for the whole league to hear. The Packers are for real right now.
Wow.
Oh, there's a quick jinx. So, Brian, who do you got?
Damn it! I got no reaction from Brian on that.
He said, "Wow."
I said, "Wow." I mean, what do you want, man?
I
thought I played you a closer game, man. Come on.
You did. Well, you didn't play closer. Nick had the ball down by 3.
Yeah,
true.
That's true.
We both lost 24-21.
I don't know. I honestly, if we're going to be talking, Josh, how can he not be talked about? I like his draft so far. He had 2 first-round picks. I think he nailed it on both of them. I know he's not too happy about the acceleration on that guy, but I still think it's a great pick. And it's Josh. He's a great user. He's got that Falcons team. And Bryn, I'm just excited about watching these two play. I'm going to make sure whenever they schedule their game that I have nothing going on so I can watch that game. That's how much of a user I am.
Let me rephrase my question here.
I love it.
How about the AFC? Who is coming out of the AFC other than the Raiders this season? Who's your team? Take your pick.
It's funny because you kind of look at that and you think it's kind of top heavy with maybe 1 or 2 teams. I really think that Reagan is going to step it up this year. I feel like he was just maybe a couple players away, wasn't really quite there yet, but I think he's going to take a leap and he's going to make the playoffs. And I predict that he's going to win that division as well.
All right, here's mine. 11-win season, unless he plays the NFC South, but 11-win season, J-Mo and the Buffalo Bills. Boom.
No.
Book.
Really?
Okay, yep. J-Mo and the Buffalo Bills win 11 games, unless he has to play the NFC South. Then that's at least 3 losses. But he can still go 11-5. But J-Mo and the Buffalo Bills, this is the year.
Okay.
I think it could be. I think that's a good pick. What about you, Brent?
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look to see if I can find someone who wouldn't be expected. Boone's going to make the playoffs. I think he'll probably lose first or second round there. Reagan's a good pick. He actually tied me in my game, so he plays pretty good. He just had a bad season. Other than that, yeah, I see the Raiders. I still see the Raiders as the guys to knock off, but you know what? Let's go with the Broncos. He pulled a great trade move today. He's new to the league, so we don't know what he has to offer play-wise. So I'm going to take him as a dark horse just because he knows how to draft. He probably knows how to play too.
What about are we feeling anything on the Chargers? Do we have a bounce back for Van Flank?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm going to throw some teams at you out of the AFC. What about over under 4 wins for the Bengals?
Under.
Over under 3 wins for the Giants.
Over.
Under. Oh, we got a split there.
Yeah, over.
Over under, let's go what? 13 wins for the Saints.
Oh, that's a tough
one. You would say 13? I am going to push.
No, yeah, I got
12 and a half.
13. I got it, yeah.
If it's 13, I'm going to push. I think he's going to get 113. I don't think over. I think push.
I'm going to go under because I've lost some offensive pieces this year. I've kind of broke it down to just shore up my D for the rest of the cycle. I think I'm going to have a little more trouble scoring this year.
All right, I'm trying to think of some other teams just before.
Here, I want to throw one out here. What about the guy that missed the draft tonight, the Cardinals? He is really down on himself about the offensive line. Over under 8 wins.
Under.
Okay.
Season.
I'll take the over. I don't think offensive line is as hard to overcome. I think it's important, but I think you can overcome it.
I agree.
I think no disrespect to him. I just think he benefited from a very bad season from ARV. I don't know. I think ARV beat him in the last week of the season. I think Knockout beat him twice last season. If you can't beat the guys in your division, no shot.
That's fair.
Now,
and as far as the NFC West goes, that's a tough.
I'll give you one more, and this is very interesting to me. Jack, he had a very bad season. He was picking in the top 10. Over under 10 wins.
Under.
Woo!
I'm going under, man. I didn't see what I needed to see from him this year. And he traded away Brandon Scherf and a couple more guys, and he got like 74 back. He's a great user, but I don't see it getting better.
Eventually, we all knew there was going to be a Madden where Jack's strategy wouldn't pay off as well as it did in previous Maddens. Is this we finally see his strategy not work as well?
I think overall is much more important in this Madden than others. I don't think it's all just speed and height like it was in the past. So he's going to be in trouble, I think, this time around.
Uh-oh. He does. He did make a trade and got my buddy Kaiser.
Yeah.
Who was good. He wasn't Aaron Rodgers, obviously, but not many are. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to say over for Jack. I think he'll win a game. You get 2 free wins when you play the Giants, so you already got him at 2.
Yeah, that's true. So if he decides to keep streaming, what do you guys got on the over/under on the Titans swear words?
Oh wow! See, if he has his mic on, 45 is my guess.
Oh, so you got well under. I got him at like 10 per game, so I got him at 162.5 as the over/under.
Wow.
All right, how about this one real quick? So the Eagles, we saw Aries come in towards the end of the season, and I mean he took down you. He took down he plays Brian well, beat a couple good users.
He thoroughly took me down too. Like I gave him 2 touchdowns off picks, but like he forced them by having pressure in my face. So like it wasn't like he got a lucky play. He actually came out and put it on me.
Is it somebody who we think can compete for the NFC East? Brian and Jack?
I think he is. I don't think he's quite there yet. I think it's going to take him another season. I would say he's going to go 8-8.
The Eagles 8-8.
Yeah.
I got him higher than that. I think he's going to get 10 wins and make the playoffs in a wild card spot.
So you think he would be the one, and Jack would be the one around 8-8? Who just got on? I hope
you're up. You're up, by the way.
Oh, okay. You guys can.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. No one actually got on. That was me screwing up. I left the chat and came back very quickly when I realized what I did.
Oh, good.
Oh no, my player just went. That's the whole reason I got the 3rd round pick was to get Lamar Calico.
Oh boy.
And he wasn't even here to pick him either.
Damn it. He set a draft board.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's when I was asking you guys for a 2nd rounder late.
Oh,
that's
I got you. Well, it wouldn't even matter, yeah.
No, it wouldn't have because Nick's pick was after that and so was yours. So, oh well, live and learn. Don't trade away all your picks, but Dak's going to make a bigger difference on the team than that guy would have. So I'm okay with it.
Anything else you guys want to talk about here before we wind down? I mean, I'm just drafting and shooting the shit. So up to you guys.
I mean, well, here's one thing I would say. I'm going to stick around in this chat anyways while I do the rest of my draft. I just might not be doing so much of a show. So maybe if we don't want to keep doing this, maybe we just kill the YouTube, but anybody who wants to come talk with us and hang out, feel free to join.
Absolutely. That sounds great.
That could be a good idea. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and end it here. It was a great draft. We're going to try to make this better and better every single year, get more guys on and a little smoother how we do it all. But I think overall it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Great job. And thanks, Boone, for showing up. We appreciate it. But yeah, that was pretty good. We had a lot of activity, a lot of guys in the chat. Very great. With 26 guys watching now, so that's pretty much all the league. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. It went well. Hopefully, it just gets better every year. And guys, if you want to come on, we're happy to have you. As you saw, it wasn't like super organized. We just let guys jump in and talk about the pick whenever you wanted. So don't feel embarrassed.
Yeah, but for Nick Larson, Alpha Heel, and Brent, we are out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and cut YouTube.